Okay, I'm back. Sorry about the delay. Basically, the hand, I did something wrong. Now, this is the hand for the trigger finger. You need to interchange with like different hands and styles. There's like an open style hand. There's a trigger finger for each hand. Basically, there's two for each hand. There's fist and there's normal hands for a beam saber. So for now, I think I will go with. I hate it when I drop stuff when I'm making reviews. I will go for an open hand, so I will show, just in case I have to show you guys something that it has to be holding. So okay, we got done with that. The other weapon. Now I don't really remember this weapon. I mean, being used. I mean, it was there, but you know, the main character barely used it. Now the way how it works on how you attach the weapons on the shield, and this also had the same situation, is that there's these parts. Now I don't know why they keep popping off, but basically there are parts that look like this, and what you do is they have these claws on the shield as well, and there's these handles. Now you don't need to peg anything. All you need to do is open the claws on the shield and then put this handle looking thing between the claws and then connect this peg to this hole, and it will have a firm connection. And this other weapon doesn't require a trigger finger. It requires an open hand, and yeah, you just need to slide it out. So basically you do that, do this, and that. So we're taking it part by part, and this is already 4 shields, 2 gigantic weapons, some hands, and a backpack. This has a lot of parts, so that's why it took me a bit longer to finish this kit. Okay, so I'm gonna take off the feet because it's having balance issues now. Okay, I'm back with the feet parts separated. Now, I kind of forgot how they work. They work in like 3 pieces. There's a bottom section, the back section, well, more like 4 pieces. The top section that goes on top of the feet, the part that goes under, below, and there's the one that goes in front. I actually need to check on the manual. Now, the reason that it's kind of difficult or awkward to pose this kit is, well, of course, because of when armor mode is because of feet. But even though without those feet, the way how it's designed and how it looks like, there's this big angle here, so it's really awkward. It's a flat feet now. You can technically pose it, but it looks like it's gonna like fall like either front. So let's see. We're almost out of armor now. There's not much to talk about now. The armor. One thing. This may be only me or it could be like this. These vents. Now basically what you do is you attach, or these are supposed to have those vent looking things, but this kit requires you to put these black parts on top of them, and for me they didn't stay on, they kept falling off, so I had to glue them on because they were getting annoying. Not sure how other kits like this would work. Now here are the parts where I actually used the stickers at first. As you can see the glossiness a little bit, but there's not much to it. So even though, let's say I didn't use the stickers, you wouldn't have noticed anyway. So those black stickers for these thrusters, they're not really, required. Oh, I almost forgot about the sum. You can actually bend the sum a bit like that. Cool feature. Not sure if it's gonna be necessary. Another weapon here. Guess what it is? It's the missiles, the micro missiles. Now, oh boy, these missiles are everywhere. I'm gonna show you the easiest ones. On the knees, what you do, I think it's, yeah, this one, you open them up. There you go. Here's the tricky part. You open these parts up, but the way how you attach these missiles are kind of tricky. Another one that's kind of obvious. Let me make the camera a little bit higher so you can see it. Is these parts, open them up, you have another multiple missiles. Now, the ones on the back, I'm not sure if this was even shown in the show or OVA. They're there, but I highly doubt it. There's still two more. Well, yeah, there should be two actually, on the side skirts. Now, thing is, for the side skirts, they're like in this position, and I have no idea how he would fire them. I don't know, maybe they have this homing device system, so it doesn't, go anywhere else. So, yeah, I guess I should show you guys how it looks like with all the missiles revealed. There you go. You have all the missile pods open. I really need a new camera. So here we go. Those are all orange. They're all same color orange. They're all missiles, and yeah. Now time to take off the entire armor now. And let's get into the, easy part. This will be my longest video ever. Now, what I recommend is to take the head off just in case you don't, break anything. I'm gonna put it in a safe location because I have to talk about the head as well. Okay, before I go taking this off, I should mention the cockpit. It opens this as a normal cockpit like that, but that's only for the armor. You can also open this section up so it reveals another cockpit, and you can open it like that, and my hand won't reach the inside, so yeah, and everything starts to fall off. Actually, yeah, I need to take this off, so we'll take that off. I believe you can take, it's kind of tricky to remember which one goes first. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the obvious ones first. Let's take the ones off the legs. You know what? It's gonna take me a while to take everything off, so I'll be right back again. Okay, I'm back. It took me a while to take all of that armor off, and it's a lot of pieces. It's not like some large piece that you just snap onto them. This is everything basically. I'm not gonna show you every piece because there's not much to it. The way how the armor piece works, I finally found the best analogy. If you've built the Master Grade Dual Gundam Assault Shroud armor, it works like that, but with a heck of a lot more pieces that doesn't fall off that easily. So that's how it works. You saw those orange missiles. You saw everybody might have been thinking that those missiles were on the blue pieces. No, they're actually on the main body. Now, how do you hide these? You don't take them off, but you spin them. You basically cover them up like that. So there should be 6 sections: 2 on the front, 2 on the back. Now I don't think it really matters which way you spin them, but they're really stiff, so do them as you prefer. Another thing I should mention is how unique the way how this kit is built. I'll get into that. But oh, come on. The instruction manual doesn't really give out points where, okay, that does it, which way you're supposed to spin them. So when you're building this, make sure you snapped every piece in the right position, right angle, and then you grinded them so no num marks are visible, so it doesn't block anything. The missiles, I don't know, it could be a flaw or it could be only just mine. They're kind of bulky. The ones on the side are a bit bulky compared to the armor. And I think so that's the main issue, but it works. The ones on the front and back have no issues usually. They spin, they can be hidden really well. And on the back, the third beam saber is here. I can't remember if on the last episode if it was this beam saber he used or the beam saber from the backpack when he basically cast off everything off. Now, another thing I should really talk about is the peg that connects to the action base. It After building this, the instruction manual doesn't mention where this piece is. It's basically on the A plate, I think. And it took me about 10 minutes to figure out how I'm supposed to attach this, because when I was trying to attach this onto the action base, it was in full armor form. And I had no idea, and the instruction manual was just so unclear. It could be just me not being able to read Japanese, but it was just too unclear, and I finally figured it out where you need to take off the back section armor and then slide this in like that. It wasn't a slide, it's a sliding mechanism thing, so you can just slide that in. So here it is. This is the base form of the Gundam. So if you follow the instruction manual 100% perfectly, these parts and some of the joints on the shoulder might have been all hidden by that tube thing, but for me, I wanted to have this kit have a frail look when its armor has been all taken off. And to be honest, I really love the design of how this came out and the color. I'm actually considering to leave it like this, so, sort of. And it's a really simple looking kit, but also really intricate and complicated at the same time. The head I need to talk about. Now, the head is almost the same as building a normal Gundam head, but it's the eyes I would like to talk about. Now, I'm not sure if you can see through my camera, but the eyes of this kit is currently yellow, and it's supposed to be yellow because even in the OVA and everything, it's mentioned yellow. In the RX-78, eyes are supposed to be yellow, I think. So they give you two options. Now, the one I used was just a normal yellow plastic piece, and I put them in there. But they give you a second option, which I think this was like used also for the master grade, the new Gundam Verka, and they give you an option to use this clear piece for the eyes. Now, as much as I like the color of this, the thing is, even though you do use this, according to the instruction manuals, it tells you to put those yellow eye stickers on top of it. So I had no idea what the point is. Of course, if you use the stickers, it looks more shiny and glossy. So if you're into that, go for it. But I don't know. It was really unnecessary for me, so I didn't go for it. I went for the yellow eyes. And the other unique thing about the head is that there's no Vulcans. I mean, sure, it's not much of a big deal of it, but I checked and checked, and there's no Vulcans. I mean, there are these small gray sections behind the V-fin, but if you look in front, they're kind of covered up, so that can't be the Vulcans. That's basically breaking the V-fin while firing. And there's an additional antenna up there. Very frail, be careful. Now finally, let's get into the articulations. Oh boy. The articulations for master grade, it has everything. 90-degree bend. It will go 360. But because of I didn't use those tubes, some parts will look like shaky, wobbly, and if you use the tubes, that's not gonna be an issue. So your choice. But for me, I wanted to have a frail look into it. The shoulder can also go front and back a little bit. The head can go down, up like that. And 360 is no problem at all. Want to mention, once you have the armor on, you can still go 360 on the arms and stuff. The bending, almost 90 degrees, it doesn't really make a big difference. The head, it might feel a little bit stiffer to move because of the armor, but once you have the backpack, everything that goes 360 will have some limitations, so just remember that. That yellow section over there is not a sticker, that's a separate yellow piece. Those red sections are not stickers as well. Those are all thrusters and separate red pieces. A lot of thrusters in the legs. So I think they really wanted to go for an agile, mobile suit. Feet, it can go up front. Now this thing has like some sort of swivel system, but it doesn't, it's kind of stiff, so it doesn't really matter. So I guess it goes about 90 degrees up front, bending, a double jointed, so about that. As I mentioned, since the feet are in an awkward angle, especially the front part, you don't expect too much good balance. And there goes a missile, and I hope I did not lose that. So we've seen all the articulation. Some people are also wondering about the waist. It doesn't go like that, but it will go 360. It can spin 360 like that. Now we've seen everything. The beam saber on the back, just all you need to do is do that and then pull it off, and you have a beam saber. Now to connect this, you need to take off the hands, or no, actually no need to. I think all you need to do is just connect it like that, and you have a beam saber hand, on the hand. Or you could go for a trigger finger, or what you could do, see, without any armor, it's really easy to make it stand. With the armor, it's gonna get tricky. I'm not sure if it'll fit. No, it won't fit. So the trigger finger is not an option. So despite having a small peg looking thing, yeah, there's not much. So basically it's just holding the beam saber. I have no idea why that was like that, but it holds it with no problem. I shake it, it doesn't drop it. The shield, wrong shield. It can also be held by the Gundam itself, but since it's a tricky thing, it can be like held it up, but since it has that sliding thing, it's not gonna be like firm connection. It's a bit shaky, but it will manage. So at this point, I was having a really high expectations for this, kit. I really love the Gundam itself, but after the full armor thing, yeah, there's some, flaws in this kit. So since this is a Katoki version, I hope, or maybe they're thinking of a normal version like the Unicorn. Who knows? Now, at this point, we've seen everything. Now, there's only one thing left. There's only one thing. Is the core fighter. But okay, on my Gundam log video number 2, I called it a core fighter, and after I got some comments on Facebook where it's not exactly a core fighter, it's an escape pod. So I'm gonna take this off. All you need to do is just slide it off. Yeah, it falls off like that. Nothing else. And then just pull it off. Yeah, it's just lying there dead. So not everything is here, but just this is a lot of stuff. And so you guys can see the core fighter or escape pod. Now here is the escape pod or core fighter. This is way easier to build compared to the RX-78s, and way simple looking. All you need to do is, I'm not sure if, yeah, you need to pull it up a little bit and then open these up to make it look like a T shape and make an X form when you look in front. These things are on ball joints, so that's why it's possible. I didn't know this was possible, but it is. And there's like already built-in landing gear. All you need to do is like a ski, like a snowmobile thing. There you go. You have a small not tripod, escape pod or core fighter. Oh, another thing, once you put in the mobile suit, you need to like spin this thing. So currently, if you look at it, it's on normal. It looks normal angle, but when it goes in like that, it's gonna be looking down. So what you need to do is do that, and it will look like it's, you know, in a cockpit. Anyway, very simple looking, way easier to build. They call this either an escape pod or a core fighter. I'm not sure which one's correct. There's still some people confused. I'm confused as well. So yeah, sorry for the long video. I think this went over 20 minutes. I will still do either a part 1 or 2. I think I'll just go for one video. Anyway, this was the Verka, or Master Grade Full Armor Gundam Thunderbolt version Verka. This is not the best kit for beginners. I would never ever recommend this for a beginner. Anybody who's like looking for a challenge or who's looking for a lot of stuff, go for this kit. If you're a big fan of this kit, go for it. You're a Earth Federation supporter, go for it. Despite how much I love this kit, well, for the Gundam itself, but I think I overwhelmed myself. I think I was not exactly ready to master a Verka kit personally, and make a video out of it. I'm pretty sure there are people out there who can do better. For me, I was struggling and I was in a hurry. Sorry about that. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot better review videos than mine. So yeah, that's it. That was the review of the Master Grade Full Armor Gundam Verka. As I mentioned, not recommended for beginners. Mostly for, you know, people who've been building a lot of Gunpla before, and experts basically. This would be a good collection for your Earth Federation Force or any RX-78 variants. A lot of armor pieces, way lot than the dual Gundam Assault Shroud, and heavy pieces, and this is a action-based must-have required kit. And with the armor, it can technically stand, but the feet, since the design of the feet, and especially because of these things, it won't be able to stand up properly. So action base is still required, and with the backpack on, it's out of the question. Action base required. So once you get this kit, try to get an action base, or if you're fine with the one that comes with it, so be it. So I hope sorry for the really long video. This will never ever happen again. This was kind of out of my league in a way. Anyway, so thank you for watching my video. Hope this video was helpful or informative. If you like my videos, give a like, and also subscribe to my channel. So I still have more Gunplas to buy and make reviews out of them. So until then, see you guys next time.